Welcome back to part 2 of this anonymous Facebook post podcast series. Today I'm going to be reading posts about something that might be stealing your peace every single day. So what if I told you that feeling responsible for everyone's safety, happiness, and well-being isn't about being a good person, but it's actually a form of mental torture? Yeah, this is something I've struggled with too. So the lady writes, I have obsessive compulsive disorder that involves a fear of germs. For 8 years, I haven't gone out to take out the trash. Whenever I'm in a car with an open window and a garbage truck passes at a certain distance from my car, like still within my line of sight, I force my sister, who is sitting on the same side as the truck, to wash her hair. My room is closed and my window is shut because I'm afraid of the garbage trucks in the mornings. I rarely go out to the balcony, and I'm afraid that the windows in the house are open. Additionally, for many years, I haven't washed my hair with shampoo, but only with body soap. Has anyone dealt with something like this in the past? Has anyone succeeded in overcoming it? Or do you know someone who has? I would really appreciate knowing if there's hope for dealing with this because I'm feeling very lost recently. Thank you. And honestly, playing into those accommodations, those compulsions only makes things worse. This person is living in their own mental prison. They're trying to protect themselves and their family from contamination. But when you notice what's happening, they're not managing their fear very well. They're managing also their sister's exposure. And this person is forcing their sister to wash her hair because a garbage truck passed by. So they've closed themselves off in their room with their window shut. This is what happens when your brain convinces you that you have to control every single scenario when it comes to contamination. So here's another post. I have contamination OCD and it becomes worse when no one understands in my family, and they pass typical comments on that. So it's a little bit jumbled, but it says, and that time I feel very weak, low, and have more anxiety. At that time, OCD thoughts disturb a lot that I can't handle and cry out loud and I scream. But no one understands and judge me by saying that I can't do anything in my life because of this. So that is super hard when your family doesn't get it. And so in both situations, I kind of wonder what the sister would say about the girl saying you need to wash your hair. But they're also carrying the weight of the family judgment. And that's really tough because you're probably carrying things like feeling like no one understands and people don't get why you're thinking this way. And things feel a lot heavier than they have to be when help is available. And if you're looking for relief in as little as 3 weeks, check out the link in my show notes for my OCD intensives program. I only offer one spot a month during the school calendar months. So both of these posts show a common thread where the people feel hyper responsible for things outside of their control. And even if people don't understand your condition, it doesn't mean that it's not valid. And it doesn't mean you're failing either, because there is a way out. There are options to help you feel better. If you see yourself in these posts, or if you feel responsible for everyone's safety and happiness, I want you to try a new idea. You are only responsible for yourself. And what if you allowed other people to handle their contamination or their exposure or their understanding? Because you're not responsible for other people's stuff. And you are not the universe's risk management department. And you never were. So come back next week for part 3, where we're going to talk about when your brain turns everyday activities into mental torture. All right. See you then.